the lower shelf. But we'll do a small intro. Yes, this is the Nimbus broom from Mattel. Yes, this is the Harry Potter role play broom. So the broom, the kid will ride the broom between, and if you turn the broom on in order to simulate, or is it anyways, the broom vibrates. Yes, that was very questionable when it came to the thinking things out with Mattel. It sold quite well, as you can imagine. Yeah, I'm being serious about that too. So, oh wow, look at that. Why do I have more Star Wars? Oh my god. We got Transformers, we got the original case of ToyBiz. Oh, there's something hiding back there, so I'm kind of curious. So we'll start off right off the bat with DC Direct, the classic Silver Age. So this is a wonderful two-back. You get Streaky, you get Crypto, you get the two there. I like Supergirl and Superman. I like this fun stuff. There are unique action figures here that were not being constantly reproduced. This is early stuff. I have a 252 Action Comics, and a complete side fun story for you guys. I used to go to the flea market all the time at the Rosemont Horizon, aka the Allstate Arena, aka next to the airport in Chicago. Huge, wonderful flea market. You can still find good stuff there, to be honest with you. But I remember, like, when the last times I was there, this is a number of years ago, this gentleman at 4 in the morning brought out this entire crate of just Silver Age comics, and I ran through the whole thing. Found a couple very difficult pieces to find, but not mega money or anything. And at the very bottom was like 6 coverless issues of comics versus like the stack of like 100. And I was like, man, might as well go through them. Yeah, Action 252 was in there missing the cover. Of all the comics missing the cover, why did it have to be that one? Which was the first appearance of Supergirl. Still got $100 for it, but it's just kind of like, man. But I like that stuff. I don't think this has any value, to be honest with you, but it's wonderful fun stuff. I don't have oodles and oodles of Superman, Supergirl stuff, so that's a keeper for now. We have literally, guys, I have no idea what I'm going to pull out next, and now I've pulled out the Millennium Falcon. 66 inches by 52. Oh my god, look at the price. Look at the price. $20 retail, $5.98 on discount. You know what? We'll give it away at 90 cents. So, to give you the little bit of a long story, this probably is from a time frame of a Toys R Us that I went to in Highland Park, Illinois for a while. And I walked in, it just happened with my parents that day. And we walked in, and we remember you had to walk into Toys R Us, you had to walk to like the right after you walk through the doors, and then they like let you into the main part of the store after you bypass like all the knick-knack, cheapy, foodie stuff and stuff like that. They cleared it all out. Only this Toys R Us. No other Toys R Us did this. And all the walls there were discount stuff massively being blown out, hence the 90 cents on this puppy. And I asked them, and I said, what is going on? They go, we have an upstairs area where we're being told to clean out, and we gotta blow out everything. So they had nothing really amazing. It was like the she creature from like McFarlane, like from the movie. They had like those cheetah guys and girl like McFarlane figures or wherever they were. Not like full-blown toy stuff. But then they had like Pokemon bouncy balls, Pokemon skateboards, all these things. And it was just a goddamn joke, just to be honest with you, because it's just how the world works. So they're old stock. So when they packed them away, they had these new lower price discount stickers on them. And they brought them out and just threw them on the racks and said, get this stuff out of here. So the joke was, if you saw it, like oh, it's $5.98, but when you rang it up, it was still in the computer system after all these years, and it was down to pennies. So we were buying the Pokemon skateboards for like 5 cents each card. The bouncy balls were like 20 cents each carded. The dog tags were like 3 cents each. We got like 100 of those. And you get the idea. We just fill up the shopping carts after shopping carts, and we filled up the whole car. And it was like $200 for everything, or just even cheaper than that. It was ridiculous. So yeah, on that note, that can go. I don't even care what the hell I get for it. The thing's heavy as hell. As it just want it out, man. So here we have Transformers Universe, which at this point, oh, it got water. No, it just got creased back there. I thought it water damaged. So at this point, Target was making these, and these were exclusive, I believe, to Target, just a couple of them. And this one was really nice because they issued the Japanese Beast Wars 2, or is it Beast Wars Neo, Cyber Shark, the evil Destron robotic-sized version, in new colors too, plus Beast Wars Transfusor repainted as Rapungus. And I just loved it when they redid like original G1 names on these characters. And I love that stuff. And again, same thing. I bought this on discount probably for like $6. I think I remember this now. I bought quite a lot of these. And I sold all of them off, like at Bakugans and everything, for pretty good money too. And I kept this one, and I think it'd just be nice if I had him loose and him loose. I mean, it's okay to let this stuff go. This one actually might have a little bit of money, but these were wonderful times when Hasbro recognized some of the toys that were not released in the U.S. They did this with Armada, and so a lot of the dinosaurs that were issued in Japan for Beast Wars Neo were issued in America under that banner. And they were bringing stuff out, and it was nice, and they were recolored, not just straight copies of the Japanese issued. I love that stuff. It was a great time to be a Transformer collector because you were getting your fan service. But it's okay to let this go. It is Beast Wars technically, as I was saying. I want to collect all Beast Wars, but it's still past that divide. It's just recolors. As I said, if I had them loose, that's okay, man. So that's pretty cool. We get pretty far. Says Playmates down there, so it's gonna be. Oh my God! It's the Steel Wheel. I already forgot this thing even existed. From the Fast Forward series. To me, the Fast Forward series is still pretty damn new, which just shows you how old I am. So I must have bought this on discount because there's no reason. I don't collect vehicles in general, but that is a funky vehicle. Playmates did make a lot of wonderful kid-oriented action figures and vehicles for them to play with versus just, selling really to the adult crowd, as a lot of toys are now. But it can be sold off, but it's it's nice. Looks interesting. I believe they just made everybody too. There's Don. Oh, they just made Don and Mike, and they made the shell speeders for Leo and Ralph. That's pretty funky doodles. I bet the figures have a slight repaint aspect to them. I like how he's just like way overly laid back in there. You don't even see the hell you're driving, man. But who cares? It's just a fun toy. But that was the great times. They were 2003 Turtles, 2004, 2000X we call them, and then they did Fast Forward, they did Nexus. We had the Evil Turtles, the Evil Donatello. Oh. It was fun collecting those 5-inch figures. I didn't collect the vehicles really, so I'm kind of surprised to see that there. But yeah, we'll let that puppy go. We are off to an entire case of lava reflection Vaders. Dun dun dun. No, let's meet some other stuff in here. There has to be other stuff here. I am not that stupid. Oh my God, I'm stupid. These are worth less than retail, most likely. So I'm wondering if they're all going to be lava. Oh, okay, so it's not all. So there's the lava reflection Vader. Dun dun dun. Which, being that it is Revenge of the Sith and how it is somewhat of an exclusive, this might actually have some value to it. We have a Target exclusive Clone Trooper, big whoopee guinea pig do. We have the wow, 1 of 50,000. That is just insanely high number to call it exclusive. Let's put it that way. That is, we got 2 of those. Yeah, when you hit 50,000, that's just bonkers high. Clone Trooper. Clone Trooper. Okay, we got a Utapu. There's like 15, I think, for him. 15 for him. We got Lava Reflection. Obi-Wan. 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 Rounded out with an Anakin. And at the very bottom... what is this? These are pretty cool, actually. Oh, these are like my... There's only one place to find the elusive Darth Vader. Again, 50,000 is a huge number. Look at, oh, this one still has a target card on it. Ooh, peel back for the value. So that's insane that I kept that. All that's for sale. I didn't even know that was there until we just went through it right now. And I just feel like a moron showing you that I actually still own that. So that being said, we are now really clearing up. We got this one empty. We got this one empty. We got that one empty. Oh, we're not doing too bad. So here we have an old shipping case from Action Comics and Games in Skokie, Illinois, which I used to visit so often as a child. What happened was the whole thing closed down really quickly, and we don't know what happened to Lou. I still don't know what happened to Lou. And that being said, all of his stuff was dumped. Like, it turned up at a storage locker and it was all dumped. And I actually do now own the original sign that was in front of his window, which, you know, one of the few people that actually remember Action Comics and Games would love. But look at all the love we got here. So this is probably not me packing away stuff for my personal. This is stuff from Action Comics and Games. So like, I already have a fit sword. This was so neat when I was a kid. I look at it now with these adult evil eyes that have seen such amazing, detailed, wonderful posability action figures that are coming out these days. And when I remember seeing this as a kid, I thought this was the greatest freaking thing ever. The armor, oh my God, I was blown away. I had to have it when I saw it for the first time. Yeah, Youngblood, it was a good shot. It was a good shot. And at this point, they're just making figures because they just assume it's going to make money. And these were terribly painted. Like, Youngblood had a run for a short time compared to Judge Dredd. Oh my God. And originally Mattel was going to make these into 5-inch action figures. And then they realized, like, oh, wait a minute. This may not sell that well. Scale everything down. Cut our losses with another Fitzroy. For some time. Oh, look at that. This one doesn't have the trading card behind it. Dun dun dun. Is it an error? Is it worth more? So that's like the 90s thing too. We're like, oh my God, it's missing something. Oh, the figure's upside down on the card. And like $50, $100. People love. No, nobody wants that. You still see it once in a while, like on eBay. People just put up stupid errors like that. Raza was just like, I would run to my end cap at Toys R Us to see like the newest ToyBiz X-Men, because back then you didn't have like a magazine or the internet to tell you what was coming out. You just with your own eyes, like, oh my God. So this guy came out. If I couldn't recognize them, even though he does actually look pretty cool, the more I stare at the colors and the hair and the design, if I didn't know who the hell they were, I didn't care. So, like, I don't care about any of the backstory, especially the X-Force stuff did not do well. This guy was just so funky cool, man. Bone Breaker. That was just on his own level at that point. You were like, yeah. Same thing. You can see a lot of the stock that didn't sell there at Action Comics and Games was mainly the X-Force type of stuff. We got an X-Force here. Yep. Here's Warpath 2nd Edition. That is a thick-ass neck, man. You cannot choke him, I'll tell you that. Most of these will not have strong value. Most of these currently have something cooking with them, but they're like $5 to $10 each. Yeah, this is the original version too. She had 2 different paint jobs. This is the first one, a little more scantily clad, which of course back then, oh my God, big money, sit on it forever. Domino was actually really nice. Chode. I got Chode. Because even though I mentioned I didn't know who he was just a big, beefy action figure. And you're like, yes, I will take that, please. That's pretty cool. And we're wrapping this puppy up with 2 Cameron Hodges, which, again, nobody cares. My gosh. So that's pretty cool. We're going to keep just a couple of these X-Men figures, flatten out the shipping box, throw in the shipping box corner, and we have cleaned up this room finally, guys. We've done it. Sell the stuff, of course, too. But please keep watching the videos. We're going to keep pumping them out faster and faster. So this is the wrap up now of this portion of the basement. The other portion of the basement's done. We're going to go to the Transformers in a little while, all the G1s, and see what I have. And now we're going to go right back upstairs and finish the normal tubs. I can't wait, guys.